So how did Danny make 10K a month as an online fitness coach? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly how. But before I get into that, guys, I need to tell you how everything happened, because this wasn't an overnight success, just like how nothing is, right? This isn't the lottery. This isn't gambling. This is a actual business that prints money. So I used to be that skinny kid, no confidence at all. I was lazy. I didn't. I was very unproductive. You know, I'd play video games all the time, scroll on TikTok, Instagram for hours, not being productive at all with my life. I wanted to be successful. I was just like every other person, because who doesn't want to be successful? Who doesn't want to make thousands of dollars and retire their family and make so much money and all this stuff, right? Like, who doesn't want that stuff, right? So I wanted to be successful, but I was so unproductive. I was doing things, like I said, playing video games, strolling on TikTok, messing around with girls that were no good for my life. And obviously, that didn't help me as a person. I wanted to be successful so bad at the same time. So what I started doing was I started trying these different ways to make money online. And the first one was reselling. As many of you guys know, I used to sell sneakers, right? And the way I would do it was I would buy sneakers and I would sell them on Snapchat and Instagram. And, you know, people would hit me up and they'd buy sneakers. But the profit margins were so slim that I wasn't really making that much profit. It wasn't really that good for me. So I tried that. I tried wholesaling real estate. Super hard to land a deal. Constant cold calling, just people hanging up on me, rejecting, noticing that I was a wholesaler, just hanging up the phone. Pissed me off. I spent so much money on that as well. So a bunch of money down the drain on that as well. I tried drop shipping as well. And same thing, very slim profit margins. All my money was going into ad spend, building websites, mentorships. Guys, I even spent $3,000 on a drop shipping mentor. And not to hate on the guy, but literally all the information that was showing in the course was information that I had already known from YouTube. So I'm like, this is pointless. And the guy wasn't even helping me that much. So I thought to myself, well, this is a scam. Well, this is stupid. I wasn't gonna give up, but I was like, I just got scammed for 3K, bro. 3K from my hard-earned money that came out of my pocket. Like, that's insane. So basically, I kept failing these online businesses, right? Because even after that, I tried day trading. You know, I was looking up information on how to do it, and I just lost so much money. I honestly consider that a gambling phase, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying as hard as I can and doing everything with emotion, and I just lost a whole bunch of money. So I failed all these online business models, and somebody might have done all these things and just give up, right? But I was trying drop shipping for so long. Drop shipping was one of those things where I was really on it for a really long time. I was testing multiple products, spending thousands of dollars on ads, product testing, websites, just a whole bunch of stuff, right? And then on top of that, the mentorship, which literally robbed me. So what do I want you guys to understand from this? I basically hit a wall. Like, I thought there was a point in time where I thought, is every single online business a scam? Like, is everything a scam? Is everything just not gonna work out? Like, should I even continue doing this? But I understood that I didn't want to work a normal 9 to 5 the rest of my life. So I had to figure it out somehow. So the number one thing I decided to do, because even though I was trying these online businesses, like I said, I was a lazy kid, you know, I was unproductive. I didn't show up for the things I know I needed to show up for. All I did was go to work and, you know, work on the business a little bit, and then just, you know, be lazy and go into bad habits, right? So what I did was I started going to the gym, because the gym, I understood, is the number one place where if you go consistently for a certain period of time, you will see progress and you will see results. So I thought to myself, if I don't receive the success, maybe it's because I'm not yet the man that deserves the success that I'm looking for. So I started going to the gym so that I can improve myself, right? Every single man needs to self-improve before actually receiving something big, right? Because if you receive success, like if you just become a millionaire out of nowhere, but you haven't built yourself as a man, you still have bigger problems. Like, money doesn't solve your problems, it only amplifies you. It's a tool, right? So I thought to myself, okay, I need to self-improve in some way. Let me start going to the gym. So I started going to the gym. You know, I'm seeing progress. I'm putting on some weight. I'm getting stronger. You know, my PR is going up. Hit 225 for the first time on the bench. Felt amazing. You know, it was life changing. And throughout this time, you know, I was still trying the drop shipping thing, but obviously it wasn't working out. So, you know, I wasn't giving up. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going to the gym and I'm gonna keep trying drop shipping until it works out. And then I had a crazy realization. I saw other guys making money with coaching, but at the same time, when I was going to the gym, well, I still go to the gym, but I started posting Instagram stories of me going to the gym every single day. You know, I was posting my PRs, I was posting my results, you know, me putting on muscle before and after pictures just for fun, literally just for fun. And I started having people hit me up like, yo, Danny, like, what's your workout routine, bro? Like, what you be doing in the gym? Like, what do you eat? Like, what's a good meal plan that I can follow so I can gain weight? You know, what protein shakes do you use? And I'm like, yeah, bro, you know, I do this, that, you know. And then I realized, wait, I see other guys doing online coaching. I have people asking me for my routine and what do I eat. I can sell fitness programs. I can make money off online coaching. Holy shit, right? So that was like my light bulb moment. I'm like, wait, this might be the one right here. So I had a plan. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep hitting the gym as hard as possible. I'm gonna save up as much money as I possibly can with my 9 to 5 because I was working at a restaurant job at the time. And I'm gonna invest into a mentor so he can show me how to set everything up and how to actually do online coaching because I knew nothing about it. But I thought to myself, if I have people asking me for routines and I already did the transformation and I did the self-development, then I can sell my transformation to other people and help them get jacked in the gym. So that's exactly what I did. And I hired a mentor. So once I had enough money saved up, I hired a mentor. And guys, I kid you not, within 2 weeks, after me hiring my mentor, getting all my back end set up, you know, my fitness program, my payment processor, all that stuff, because I was already posting on social media, it was basically plug and play. So after 2 weeks of working with my mentor, I signed my first high ticket client and it changed my life. I thought to myself, all that failure with all those businesses, all those times I was lazy and I wasn't super unproductive, not doing what I was supposed to do with my life, has led to this very moment. I had to learn those lessons. If I didn't fail multiple times, if I didn't see the hard side of everything, I would have not seen this moment. If I never started going to the gym, if I never put my faith in God, if I never put God first, I would have not made it to this moment. I got my first high ticket client. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, obviously after the call, I'm like, yo, like $1,000, $2,000, like, holy shit. I made it in like 30, 40 minutes. It was insane. Changed my life. I was so hyped. So hyped. So one of the biggest goals I had when I started coaching was I wanted to be able to quit my 9 to 5 and make $10,000 a month, right? I still have more goals, but we're still in the early stages. So what I did was, after that, I signed a few more clients. You know, the pace was picking up very quickly. So I kept going. And after that, after I signed only about a few clients, I took the risk. I quit my 9 to 5 so that I can go all in on my online coaching business. Everybody was calling me crazy. Danny, you shouldn't have done that. You should have waited until things were more steady, until you have more clients, until you're making at least a little bit more money. You could, you know, things could fall off, etc. And of course I ignored them because I'm a risk taker and I'm willing to take the risk. I kid you not, guys. Literally the month after I quit my job to go all in, even though everyone was calling me crazy, even though people were telling me to go back, even though people were telling me that it wouldn't work out and that I should have waited until things got more steady, the month after I quit my 9 to 5 the month after I quit my 9 to 5 is when I hit my first 10K month. I swear to you. And I thank God so much, because if I had never put that faith in myself and that faith in God, I would have not hit that 10K month. It was one of the craziest months ever. I went to Miami. I had a good time. I met up with my mentor, you know, picked me up in the Rolls Royce. Like, it was insane. Like, I literally felt like my life changed. I feel like an actual entrepreneur now, and I'm making thousands of dollars a month online. So it's insane to think that I used to be a skinny kid, unproductive, playing video games, messing around with girls that were no good for me, scrolling on TikTok for hours, you know, just everything that dudes struggle with, right? To becoming, fast forward now, 21-year-old making $10,000 a month as an online fitness coach. It's insane. It changed my life. And I'm here to tell you, if I can do it, someone who literally had no hope because of all the bad habits that I used to have, if I can do it, you can do it too. Trust me. So that's my story. That's how I became an online fitness coach and how I made $10,000 as an online fitness coach. But you guys are here because you want to know how to actually gain clients as an online fitness coach. And I'm going to tell you how, right? So obviously, number one thing, you have to put yourself out there, because if you're invisible, then nobody's going to see you. Nobody's going to know who you are. Nobody's going to buy from you, right? So obviously you have to put yourself out there. So how do you do that, right? You have to be motivating, entertaining, and you have to sell the dream of being in shape, right? Why do anybody, think to yourself this, anybody can go on YouTube or ChatGPT and look themselves up a workout routine. Why do they still hire a fitness coach? Because they're buying you, they're buying the person, they're buying your lifestyle, they're buying what you sold them in your content, right? If you're motivating someone every single day through your content, they're interested in you, especially if you have like a YouTube channel, because people are watching you for so long every single day. They're like, you know what, Danny, he's right, bro. Like, I do need to get into the gym, right? I had people come up to me like, yo, Danny, like your videos making me feel conviction, bro. Like your videos motivating me, bro, making me feel like I need to go to the gym. And I'm like, that's exactly what I want for you, bro. Like, I want you to start going to the gym, bro. I want you to self-improve, because I understand, bro. I used to be that skinny, lazy kid, bro, that I was like, bro, if I don't go to the gym, if I don't pick myself up, like, I'm gonna miserably fail. I'm gonna be a nobody. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you have to do. You have to sell the dream of being in shape through your content. You have to build your audience and then nurture them as much as possible. That's why people will buy from you. That's why somebody will pay you a lot of money, because you are changing their life. You're not just posting things like, well, this is how much protein to eat in a day, or this is the exact amount of reps and amount of sets that you need to do when you're on the bench press. Like, that is not going to sell as well as something like being motivating or entertaining. Because being motivating and entertaining gets more attention, it creates more emotion, and it makes people more interested in you. So if you do that, you're going to make way more money than the person that's talking about macros and workout routines and BS, right? Because that's what the program is for. That's what you're going to show them there. But through your content, you got to be like their big bro. You got to be like their best friend. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it, boys. But at the same time, you know, you have to learn how to sell, and that's a whole nother story. But if you want to learn exactly how you can start your online coaching business, you can actually book a free strategy call with me, and I can break everything down for you on exactly how you can gain clients as an online fitness coach. So if that's something you're interested in, I'm going to drop the link down below. You guys can book a call with me and I'll break down everything for you. But thank you guys so much for watching all the way until the end. You guys already know, subscribe to my YouTube, and my Instagram is _1 and only Danny. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. God bless. Peace.